Hi everyone, and welcome to this video which will cover the syllabus for Global Business Skills, Spring 2019. I hope by now you already went and listened to the overview video that I provided that gave an overview of the course, as well as have read through the things on the Start Here tab, which are very important things to get you started in the course. This video will cover the syllabus. So let's go ahead and click on the Global Business Skills syllabus and take a look at what we have. So as in any course, the syllabus is critical for you to understand. So you'll notice in week 1, there is a discussion forum where I expect you to post a question about the syllabus to show that you've read it and illustrate that you understand the contents of the syllabus. So you'll see my office times here, my office hours. Email is the most preferred way to reach me. So if you need to contact me, please email me. We can set up a Zoom meeting like it says here. We can set up a time to meet in my office. I do travel a little bit for my job, so I'm not always in the office. So please check with me first before stopping by to see if I'm around. I would love to meet you in person and to have some time in office hours to help you with the course content. The course is 3 credit hours, and there's the course description. There are 2 required textbooks. The first is Von Strapenauer, Riding the Waves of Culture. The second is this one, which is called Working Globe Smart, 12 People Skills for Doing Business Across Borders. Both of these are very practical style books. They are things that hopefully you will use in your future careers. So please get the textbooks as soon as you can so that you can be informed about your assignments and getting into the course activities. Here we've got the course student learning outcomes and competencies. Be sure you're familiar with those so you know what is expected of you in this class. I've got the late work. I do not accept late work, and there are some very key things to note here. Your initial discussion posts are due on Wednesday by midnight or 11:55 p.m., and your reply posts, which you're required to do 2, so you do your initial post on Wednesday by 11:55, 2 reply posts by Friday at 11:55. There are no points for late participation, so please be sure to get those things in on time. As far as communication, respect is key. If you've taken online classes before, you know this is critical, that we respect other people's points of view, other people's opinions, and that we use good language and punctuation and grammar and everything in our responses. There's a really good resource here about online etiquette. If this is your first online course, be sure to read that. And for all of you, just read it as a kind of brush up to know how to be respectful in your posts. If you have any type of accommodation need, please know that Kirkwood has a learning services office that you can contact to get accommodation request form. Accommodation plan has to be completed each semester and given to the instructor. So given to me, it can be done electronically before we can give any accommodations. A midterm grade will be calculated and posted to EagleNet. Your grades are always available to view in Talon, and I keep up pretty much weekly with those grades, so they should usually be up to date. 40% of your grade is the weekly discussions and assignments, so take those seriously. Don't miss, even if you just don't quite get it done, at least attempt to do it. It's 10 points every week. 30% are weekly content quizzes, and 30% is your final project, which consists of several assignments you can learn about in that video. The weekly discussions, again, it talks here about the Wednesday and Friday due dates, and it gives you some information about the content of those and the rubric. Please study this rubric. If you follow this rubric, you'll get 10 points every time. One of the key things here is this statement: relevant quotes and outside sources are cited appropriately. To get full credit, you must refer to your textbook or another outside source, or to an interview that you conducted, some type of outside source. Use links to web pages that you've read about the topic. Really generate good conversation there, and it'll be you'll get a good grade on every discussion. We do use APA format citation, so when you are using sources, you must cite your sources. And if something is not your work, you must cite your sources. That's very important. In addition to discussion forums, there's 3 individual assignments. You'll see those noted on the weekly schedule, so make sure to get those in on time as well, and those are due on Sundays. Again, no late assignments. And most weeks have a quiz. The quizzes are based on the content in the reading section each week. So each week there will be a reading and video section, some videos for you to watch about the learning outcomes that week, and some articles perhaps for you to read. And so the quizzes are about that content. So you need to read and watch those videos each week in order to do well on the quizzes. And then, of course, the final project, which I have a separate video about. Essentially, you're going to create a video that could be used by someone going to do business in another country or going to do business with a different culture. You're going to choose a country eventually through the process of going through these worksheets, and you're going to develop a tool that could be used by actual business people when doing business in that country or culture. So it's a real life project, and those that have been submitted in the past are real life tools that can be used by other people going into those areas. This explains that a little bit more. And then at the end of the syllabus is this weekly schedule that was also posted in the Start Here section of the course. So it's 2 places you can find it. And each week is outlined with exactly what you need to do each week. So this is a great guide for you. Also, these dates are posted in the calendar for the course so that you know the due dates. And you'll see we have spring break marked off for no activity. The project worksheets are here in this final column. And the final project will be due on May 8th, or May 3rd. Final project due May 3rd. And then there's 2 peer reviews to be done, which need to be completed by May 8th. So that about wraps up the syllabus. I'm sure you have questions, so send those my way, and let's get started.